Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy Heroes. We're back with Grand Arena, the second match, second week, season 32. Last round was a loss that knocked us down from Kyber 2 into Kyber 3, but the bracket itself is a Kyber 2 bracket. I should have won this. I'm going to regret having lost this match. It was completely winnable. I couldn't clear his fleet, but I went into the match and played as if I was going to get a full clear. So I was testing a ton of different characters. Go back into that video if you want to see some new teams, like I was trying out Hutt Cartel, using Savage in dumb ways, trying out Hondo and some of all these recent additions to the game under the idea that I was going to full clear, but I messed up with his fleet. Really what happened is when deciding between the Finalizer and his Tarkin fleet of where to use my Malevolence for the guaranteed win, I chose poorly. Because he has a really weak Interceptor, and I thought I could pick it apart. And what I've really realized is the Raven's Claw is nowhere near ready for primetime. I would have been better at picking apart the Finalizer. That's something I'm more veteran at, and just nothing worked up against this fleet here. And what that resulted in was being way too inefficient to end up winning. But the strategy was sound. For a quick look at the bracket, we don't have a ton of time. My opponent here is Hirsch Bathins. I'm not going to be able to win this one, even though there's a lot of weak things about this guy's roster, but his defense is strong enough where I don't have the GL depth to deal with it. So he's in a good sized guild, has a lot of Zetas, he's a 5 GL player. His GLs though are all of the weaker variety of GLs. Well, I guess formally weaker. This is changing now with additional characters, but there's Rey, SLKR, C. Like normally I'd feel a little bit better about that than seeing like the Lord Vader versions. You see his mod game. His mod game is very soft. Like for a top 500 average speed mod or average mod of 9 speed, plus 9 speed, plus 10 speed, that's very weak. His plus 25 is soft, and his depth of mods is super shallow. So all of these metrics are of the variety of where I would feel good. He does have a lot of datacrons. He does have Malgus, which is interesting. That means he was pushing. Everyone does have Malgus. It is Kyber 2 though, so that makes sense. Then he has just a number of characters that he hasn't even bothered leveling up. I've talked about this in the past. This is a waste. This is your mod inventory. Characters should be level 50 minimum. I get if you want to hold back or need to hold back, but increase your mod inventory, especially if you're in late game. Star Killers, only 2 players in this bracket without Star Killer, and my opponent doesn't have usable dash. And that maybe the lack of options is why my opponent is setting such a strong defense, because he doesn't really have an alternative. There are 4 Profundity players in this bracket, including myself. Taking a quick look at his roster and his average speed characters, the depth of his 300 speed characters. His Darth Revan is right on the mark. So even, we didn't order this by speed yet. So you can see this is one of the shallower opponents I've ever, not even one of, is the shallowest roster I've ever gone up against with the amount of speed characters. Let's just take a look at the armor for tracking where we're at, 296. That's an incredibly fast armor though, because armor is a slow character. It's hard to get her that fast. With the Hotbot from Hot Utils, what we are looking at here from Hirsch Bathins is a slightly smaller guild. We are looking at very low clears and undersizes, so that is a good sign. This is the new serious metric for me. Just how obsessive are you? How crazy are you? We are looking at Zetas. He should have more than me considering how many GLs he has. Omicrons here. Some of these are territory war ones. His relic depth at 116 to my 82 is not terrifying. That's pretty standard, a little above average. At least it was. I don't even know anymore in Kyber 2. Mods we already broke down a bit, but they're weak. You can just see like way more 6-stop mods and isn't coming close on any of these counts for the rest. Relics distributed pretty well, mostly Relic 5, so he could take care of Datacrons, but you can see here his Datacron his Datacron game is good. So that's something to be mindful of, is that he does have the roster to support the Datacrons, and he does have 4 level 9 Datacrons. With the GL, here you can see a little bit of his mod game. Some of that doesn't matter. He has everybody but Lord Vader and Jabba. And here's more. I've got the speed advantage on every one of these characters. The mods are a little weak. No Star Killer, no Profundity. Let's get into this. He's already attacked. He's gone and done everything but fleet. We're going to need to cut in the hot utils breakdown into this. But he did drop a battle somewhere. We'll quickly go through this. My defense is way too weak. But some of this is I pulled teams for offense. Last week we did a bunch of usage of Malgus on offense. He's probably just going to be on defense from now on. I might use different varietals. But we've got a good Datacron. And I'd rather keep my GLs for offense. And he'll at least eat up a GL. I don't expect him to get many holds though. Mon Mothma here, getting a hold. Love that squad. Inquisitors are doing nothing, but they're not really all that useful on offense, so at least they look scary. They've got a decent Datacron with them. And then one shots down here. Really excited about 000 and what's his name, BT1. They look like a lot of fun. We'll have 3-star Gear 11 versions for next week. Let's see if he even bothered to attack. Yeah. So you can already see there's at a minimum 3 GLs without even looking further. He's got Maul. So Mon Mothma, Finn, Maul, JML. Like, we can clear that. Down below, we've got Rey and SLKR. This is really just going to be about testing. We got Qui-Gon and Malgus. So if I could JMK the Malgus, choose oh, he's got Swolo. That's interesting. It's interesting that he has Swolo, but no, I guess he has all the conquest characters. We're gonna go up against Swolo. I don't. How do I want to do this? We're not gonna get through this top territory, I don't think. I'm gonna try gas, but my gas is not good enough. There are versions where it can work, but my gas isn't going to do it. We're going to test out my own Swolo. I did not put on any of the Datacrons for this week. I'm just incrementally showing what his utility is at different stages. That's what I like to do here. And he's near useless at Gear 11 except for his synergy with a Rey. I just want to see him in action. Alright, we got. Not doing that. Is there a tenacity one? Let's do this. This is another excellent episode of Andor. I have not done this in a while. So We can't take out Swolo until Rey hits 50% health. I think what we'll do... Where's my sound effects? Okay, happy with that. Here we get a little protection up. Not that it really matters. Let's throw an armor shred on Rey. We're making good progress on BB-8, so let's at least trigger that. Now give Rey JTR some attention. I shouldn't have done the tenacity up. I haven't done this in a while. That was a mistake. I need form up right now. I'm out of practice. We haven't done this in like 6 months. Okay, there's a sacrifice. Let's at least trigger the damage immunity. Okay. Alright, we got another form up coming at an aerial advantage. I don't like the lifeblood. Fine, fine, fine. Let's get rid of the offense up. But I can't take her out, right? Or can I? I don't think I can. I forget how it works. Let's take out... Let's just do this. Okay. Turn meter. Okay, so we hadn't hit the dam. Not that it matters too much. Don't die. Come on! You're kidding me. Because Solo's gonna... No, Swolo can't come back. That's why I wanted to do gas. Got another form up on the way, which is nice. Just hold on to that. Yes. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, yes. That makes me happy. Right. Maybe we can do better today than I thought. That was huge. The thing is, I don't have a counter for SLKR. I could do the JKL thing, but I think with the Datacron, that's just not going to work. Yeah, that's going to do some. That's going to do some damage. I guess we just try it. Why not? Let me pause this and find my notes because I haven't done it in a while. Okay. Let's see, Jedi. Jedi JKO. Old Ben. permit. Yeah, you know what would be great? If my Bastila was relicked. I've always talked against Herb Relic, where I just never cared, and now with Data Crowns, I care a little bit. Let's see what happens. It would be nice if, like, Wampa could solo SLKR, but he can't. Alright, I want Foresight. Mark Hux. You know what? This guy's mods are... You know, see, that's one of the problems, actually. The gas fight against Ray, this guy's mods are so bad that that's part of the reason we won this. And we have a chance right now. We might beat this, but I think this is suspect. This is all suspect. This is why mods matter. That's the only lesson here. If I... what would be hilarious is that I could have won this, but I run out of time. Because we've got like 45 minutes left. Oh my god, I'm gonna... This is mods. This is not me. Alright. See, the thing is, I wanted JMK this, but what was going on up at top? I forget who I had to fight up top. It was JML. Okay, so JML... Do I think I could win this? It's a bad day, probably bad data crown. Probably... You know what? You know what? I think we can do this. Without my JMK. Sheesh. We'll have to give somebody else the JMK. Not Mace, because I need a full team. Oh wait, no, we're fine, because what I want to do is I want a Watt. Because he's not, that's not going to beat mine. That might work. We could constantly get offense up. But I think I'd rather have crit damage stacking. It'll at least happen on Yoda and JML. What about the secondaries? Kind of like that. It'd be better if we had dodge on this. We're going to go with this. Part of this is I'm counting on his mods being bad. On his Geos. So put the tank tech up, and from here, like this is tough without having JKR. But as long as, but we've got, with the speed advantage, we're going to be able to get to do I even care about the buffs right now? Not really. Let's just, we got to get inherited teaching spread around. Okay. Couple more of these and we should be good. Yeah, turn meter on Yoda. That's fine, I don't care about this. Okay. Come on. All right, now we can get some real work done. Okay. Weapons tech. This is absurd. What's happening? We gotta get rid of Hermit. Hermit's gonna mess all this stuff up. I should have been targeting Luke. Alright, this is... I need an auto. Come on. Shit. Almost. Okay. Okay. Come on. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, there's, come on. Yes. Okay. I wish I would have given myself more time. I kind of just went into this with the attitude I wasn't going to win, so I didn't give myself much time, and we're down to 40 minutes, 39 minutes. Well, JMK the Malgus. Oh my Those aren't my slots. Yeah, that should do something. They got a bunch of percent health stuff. He does have a good Datacron, and I lost to this with, I think, this team a week ago. Like, I'm not certain of the best way to handle this. Because I'm pretty sure I should save the Force Leap for Malgus. But he never got taunt last time, so I couldn't take him out. Because I don't think I want to take out... Because if I take out Malik, how do I take out him? I might be completely wrong about this. Maybe I should just do it. This is how I lost last time. Okay, this should, well now, yeah, now we can just target who we want, so this should be fine. Take out Malgus. We're good. I don't know how that, well again, this guy's mods are bad. Put the healing immunity on Malik. Another healing immunity over there. Andor episode 7 was fantastic. My second favorite episode to episode 5. Like the dialogue scenes in this show are unbelievable. It's incredible. Everyone's acting like it's good stuff. Excellent stuff. We're gonna Night Sisters this and move on. The only I'm hesitant about Night Sisters though because of the amount of time they take, and we are very sensitive on time. Getting rid of the Foresight from Anakin, so when he does his AoE, there's a little less damage. Jeez, these guys are slow. Are you kidding me? I'm going to let him do a big hit, but we're going to stun other people, because this is... You can his Anakin's way too slow. I don't know what his Anakin is at, but it's way too slow. It's ridiculous. At least it's probably going to give me enough turns where I might not need to wait like the 3 minutes that I usually do. I should have brought a body back. That was a mistake. We're not quite there yet. Could also just put on that Omicron and get a lot more flexibility here. We have like 100 Omicrons right now. I need to figure out how and where I want to drop them. Obviously, Swolo's going to get some. There's a few other, like Radis maybe. Yeah. Okay. Not bad. That was a good time. Let's check out this back wall, see what we got to deal with. We got 30 minutes. I thought I was going to do a bunch of testing, and we don't have time for testing. Okay, we can solo this with a Kylo. I still want to do like a solo of something. Sure. I don't know. Haven't seen this in a while, and it's nice to see him again. So the big thing here is I want so no blind yet. That's fine. I want healing immunity on Zelbar. Perfect. And now we can get to work. Alright, we got blind, so let's do the AoE, get retribution back up. Okay, from here it's over. I kind of like keeping Canderous around because, excuse me, all those dots just make this easier. Let's get rid of Mission while we can. She's the annoying one. She throws down the days. Now we can just retribution everyone. Okay. Geos, I don't want to use Vader there. Vader is just way too good now for something like that. What else? We could Jawas it for fun. But that's not going to teach us anything. We'll do Hutt Cartel here. We'll do some testing. Maybe that's dumb. I'm going to do... I want to do Ray and Swolo up against the Finn. Maybe we should do it here. Because actually, they haven't been great. No, we're going to do Hutt Cartel. Because I feel like this is something they can handle. Alright, I'm going to throw Disarm on Han. Because Disarm, it reduces the damage. Why am I targeting him? He does not matter. So you want these guys to not take turns because you want the blue thermal thing here, the deadly bluff, to stay on as long as possible. This should be in... Excuse me. I'm like... I got like a frog in my throat today. Well, you know what? Let's be a little careful. I'm acting like this is the Galactic Challenge, and that's a mistake and ridiculous. I can die. The Galactic Challenge, I'm just so used to not dying that I'm playing like they're not capable of it. Great. I mean, it was a nonsense team, but it's nice to know that like these Galactic Challenge bridge teams that we actually haven't seen in a while, this could handle. I mean, the relics themselves weren't sufficient. We were able to, with plenty of power for it. The Maul is still a tough team, though. Alright. I am going to JTR Swolo this. Do I want BB-8, though? I don't have BB-8. Okay. It's R2. These guys' mods are going to be so bad that... Okay. Last round I used him up against something way too strong, so we weren't able to learn anything. We should at least see something from this. Let's keep everyone alive, put them under stealth, pull the turn meter from Finn so he can't get expired or inspired going. Don't know which of these I'd rather do. See, with the ignore protection Omicron, I think this should work up to being like a one-hit ability, but you can see he does no damage at gear 11. He's not an attacker at gear 11. And with how slow this guy's mods are, we're not learning too much today. 20 minutes, three battles left. 3 battles left for squads. Yeah, we'll do Wamps, because he's got Leia with Mon Mothma, so that's a waste. We at least know we're going to make some decent progress there. This Maul I'm a little more concerned with. But again, his mods are bad. I could just Vader this too, couldn't I? Yeah, let's just Vader it. Because Wampa gets... No, you know what? We're just going to Wampa it. Because he doesn't have that synergy that's annoying. With Kyle Katarn and Cara Dune, Wampa is just a little wonky. Did you try to bring somebody back? Oh, his Captain Han must have brought somebody back. Okay. Why am I playing this? It's auto. I'm preoccupied with the clock. I need to just play this because he's gonna keep doing this thing. This is annoying. Okay. Let's move on. 29 minutes. I think I could just Vader this, or I could Maul it myself. So Maul, Vader, Star Killer. We've got options. Let's just Vader it. I think I could just Vader solo. Because that's going to happen, but I'm going to die and come back because of the Datacron. I get a turn. Now we can just do this to everybody. The damage immunity is a little annoying, but whatever. Yeah, let's check it. Oops. Or was that how it was always going to go? Yeah, let's check it. I'm a little worried we're going to get very reliant on that Datacron, and then it's going to be over. Okay, with this we should pull ahead. I don't know, what do we want to do? Oh, let's do Savage. We can do one of these old school counters that we don't do anymore. He's gonna have relics soon. I've got so many projects that throwing a relic on somebody who's not one of the focus characters is pretty tough right now. Especially because I'm farming Chrysanthemum. I'm so used to Brute being in the other slot that this is kind of throwing me off. What's nice is this Omicron basically eliminates any RNG from this match. I wonder if it would really help punch up against relic versions that this squad, that my Gear 12 version struggles up against. It probably would. Because some of like the really high quality Geos that you'll come across, sometimes I'll use my troopers because they're my best counter. And these guys will lose up against high relic Geos. But maybe not with this Ami. It's not the best use of the Omicron is the only thing. It's fine. Alright, this should get us pull ahead with the win. And then we'll do fleets and see if we can clear in the next 15. We'll be cutting it close. We can at least do 2 of the matches. Depends what he's got. We're not going to have a massive mod advantage with fleets. I can't believe we're winning this thing. This is kind of an absurd match. Alright, what are we dealing with? Okay, good. Good. I need this to go the way I need it to go. Perfect. That's all I needed. We're good. We're good now. Profundity I've been liking, but at low stars, we're going to have to add a star next time. At low stars, I'm not going to want to use that on offense. There's too much RNG with it. Which it decreases as you increase the stars. So that'll be desirable. See, it has all these things. We're going to hit... Because I need to land breach in target locks and stuff. So that we can hit payouts. And with the chaff and the breach immunity, that would have been more complicated. Alright. I guess I should play another turn. I need to make a note to check the audio because I think I muted this for a bit. We'll do malevolence, malevolence. Because I mute the microphone when I need a cough, or the dogs, or I want to sip on the coffee so you don't have to hear those kinds of sounds. And then sometimes I forget to unmute. See, I want to like relish in this victory, but it's a little, because it's so misleading, I feel bittersweet about it. Because it's really punching down. It's like beating up your little brother. It's like, congrats, you just beat up your little brother. You were gonna win that. Really? It's a spy. Spies shouldn't be on the front lines. Nada. Still? Alright. Well, Raven's Claw. Oh, man. We'll see how this goes. I don't like it. Like, check out the last video for the Raven's Claw in action. Like, this is a weaker fleet. We don't have to worry about Falcon on the starting lines. But the way and we're dealing with we have a 7-star Raven's Claw now. I was always thinking that maybe we just needed full stars before we got good usage out of the Raven's Claw, but now what I'm feeling like is... Well, one, I'm not convinced these are the ships, but It's missing a ship. I really think Red 5 is going to come along and boost that fleet. We're going to have like an X-Wing squadron. I think my dream might happen. Or we get Rogue One, and Bodhi becomes a pilot. Yeah, let's remove turn meter from him. What? Was that, did I read that wrong? Let's just take out Wedge while we can. See, I feel like my Biggs is just super vulnerable. Okay. Alright, that's a win. Full clear with 5 minutes to spare. Pretty insane going through all those GLs. But it's mods. This is why mods matter. Like that's a victory given to you by good mods on my end and poor mods on his end. He's got a good roster, really good stuff, but he's not serving himself by being disengaged with that part of the game. And we will wrap it up there. Getting back to this weekend's all about making videos, getting caught up. I want to at least have a video out. Well, we gotta do our quarterly speculation, but we also need to have a LVT on the Profundity event because that's coming back. Although I might have to do it in 2 versions because everything's in an LVT video in terms of the relic levels for the Profundity, but I don't think I have the best strategy down, and I didn't have enough time left in the day to revisit the tiers and keep testing and fine-tuning. So we've got footage that shows me winning and beating, but I don't think it necessarily shows the optimal strategy. So that is one thing that we will be exploring in this next set, and we'll see if we put out a different version in the future. But thank you for watching. Be safe out there, everyone, and be excellent to each other. This is still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.